Well, 2 years ago, the European Union, the European Commission to be exact, gave us the title of European Destination of Excellence. That's a title that is given to the touristic destination that base their tourism on sustainable tourism. So all these projects that were made here by the local government helped us to gain this style. Well, our organization and also the municipalities are working very hard on some projects. One of these examples is this lake here. It's part of one project that was led by the municipalities, and its aim was to renew the ponds and the springs in Bela Krajina. So here we are now in the industrial zone. And this lake is actually artificial lake. It was created by 20 years ago. But the point is that even in industrial zone we are trying to get some nature in it. We're trying to keep the life that was created, or the ecosystem that was created only a few years ago artificially. We want to keep it, and we want to get a touch of nature in the middle of the industrial zone.
When somebody comes here to Kanižarica Lake, let's say, or the area is called Mlaka, when somebody comes here, they can see two different shapes of water. One is on my right, the fishing area, or the fishing lake, which is run by fishing community of Chernomir. On my left side, this is the, let's say, more or less conserved, naturally conserved area. When you come to this area, you can see vast variety of life. This area is known for, as I said, for a vast variety of species, especially dragonflies, also amphibians, some snakes, and also birds. Behind me, this is the fishing area that was being renovated for years and years, but finally in 2011 or 12 it became as we know it. The area has the status of commercial fishing area, so fishermen can come here and catch fishes. The municipality of Chernomir, which was the main financer of the actions took here, put some nests up on the trees. So this is also one of the aspects, things that you can do to help nature. Fishermen's Society of Chernomir, they were also partner of this project, and together with the municipality of Chernomir, they built home for their actions, so fisherman home, or Ribiški dom as we call it. So this building will be primarily used by Fishing Society of Chernomir, but municipality of Chernomir and Fishing Society of Chernomir, that were the main financiers of this building, also had in mind that the place or the area needs some didactic, or let's say learning features. So inside there is a room for exhibitions, for observing nature. There will be, or should be, some microscopes in there. Also some drawings of different species of fishes, so people, or let's say children, when they come here, they can compare different parts of fish and connect the matching parts together.
Perhaps when we think about sustainability, first think about the environmental sustainability, but we have to regard also the two other views on sustainability. That's social and economical sustainability. As far as Bela Krajina and sustainable tourism is concerned, I think that helps in all three views of sustainability. First of all, the social, because tourism is a source of income in the places, in the parts of Bela Krajina where we have only older people, and that's a possibility for young people to earn some income. And then we have economical, which is also that tourism gave working places for a lot of young people, not a lot but some, and of course the environmental point of view. Since in Slovenia we have a very strange problem, actually, reverse to the other countries. Our forest is spreading since the people don't work on the fields anymore, so every year we have more and more forest. By supporting sustainable tourism, people have reason to work their land, and in that way the cultural environment stays alive. They have a crucial role in all these projects. There are many societies, clubs, mostly almost every village has some kind of a society. It keeps them together, and they are in many cases very willing to help and to maintain these kind of projects. So there's a lot of burden on their shoulders, and they're doing it mostly very well.
We are on Grič, the small village close to Dubličke Vode, and we are about 300 meters above the sea, north or west from Chernobyl, and this place was very important for the citizens of village Grič. This is the only water source here in near. That's why they made the main road which we are standing now. That was the main road or the main path for from the village to Kočevje, or to the crossing where the mail cottage stopped that time. But in 1959 we got water supply, and since then this part was not used anymore. So it was overgrown by trees. It was like this, you can see from the side, and almost destroyed. A big tree was growing up from the middle. So we decided, after we finished the playground there, that we are going to restore this place, this pond. We prepare the papers in 2003, and we start to cut in 2004, and then in 2006 we finished the work. Those cracks inside were cleaned and fixed, so the water is now all the time in the pond. When we finished, when we cleaned this area and restored it, and people start to come here, we thought it is not enough. People just come here, sit, and they go back. So we said, let's go and somehow force people to walk, to move through the nature. So we decided to connect the cave which we have, and which is well known, or it was well known in the past, and pond and our playground and other interesting things together, and show people that they can see many things if they go into the nature, if they breathe fresh air, and also maybe they can think about anything they want to, because it is peaceful. It is the entrance into the forest. It says, before you go to the forest, knock on the door of the forest. Meaning, when you go to the forest, there are other inhabitants there. So you have to behave yourself like you behave when you come into the other house. If you are just walking quietly, you can be surprised by animals, but if you let them know that you are coming in, they will go away and you will be safe. Our path is marked with pottery. If you follow this, you wouldn't get lost. It is called Mother of the Forest. It is different shape like we are used, and as you can see, it is really strange shape. Probably there were many trees together. You can still see two of them. The rest were died already. And because of that, also the branches are very rich, and this is good for animals like dormouse and squirrel and other wild animals which can easily hide and escape of the owl from this tree to other trees. Besides that, lots of insects are living in the tree, on the tree, and also below the tree, because here is a big shadow, lots of moisture, and this kind of tree is very important for the climate and also for the forest. The last tree I know in this area of this shape, and it is very important that it stays like it is. Because modern times only economic is important, and if you want to make anything from this tree, it will cost you lots of energy and money, so it is not useful from economical point of view, but from natural point it is very, very important, and it is said that we are losing those trees all over of the world. Hello, here we are now in Žunići, small village in the park, natural park of Kolpa. It's a very interesting place. We are close to the cultural monument Šokčo Dvor. On the opposite of the Šokčo Dvor we have the place where the visitor can got information about the beekeeping, about biodiversity, about history, and everything connected with that. The idea about this learning track about beekeeping, about biodiversity, it came long ago, and somehow we find together the same interest, we as a management of the park, of natural park, and of course the Beekeepers Association of Bela Krajina. It is also connected with several projects which help us to finish or to do the job very well, including both the beekeepers, the Association of Producers of Fruits, park. We also got the help of the Općina Chernomel, and it's very important also the military of Slovenia, the Slovenska vojska. They help us a lot to create like it looks like today. It was the place owned by Općina Chernomel, municipality of Chernomel, which was not used. It was forgotten, and we show the interest how to manage it, to improve it, to add it some new value to it. Let's see how does it look now today. The information which we try to prove, to show the visitor, it's very diverse. We used in this track the tree which were there just planted naturally, but some of them we added. And this is the small orchard with the fruits, old varieties. It was known in this area hundreds of years ago. We almost lost it, but now we try to improve through the different projects to encourage the people to produce them again, because it's very important for the
typical view of the park, and also as a productivity and contribution to the biodiversity. About the history, what we use it as a house to keep, or the places to keep the bee family, very different things. In Slovenia you can find such a things like kranič. It's very typical for Slovenia, but for Bela Krajina we made the houses for the family of bees from the straw. You cannot find such things in other parts of Slovenia. At the first station we got information about the history and about Krajinska čebela, our typical autochthonical variety of the bees we have in Slovenia. It's very, very good, and you can find it also in other parts of the world, but of course it got the name typically for Slovenia. Here on this another station we learn more about the houses, different types of places where the bees are living, about bees family, about life of the bees which works, and go through the different stages, and this is the most typical and common use house or place for the bees. Usually we don't keep the bees in the barrels like you see here, but because we are also wine producing area, somebody of our members thought it would be very interesting to connect those two activities, wine producing and beekeeping, together, and he did it in that way. But I think we have now newborn family here. It's look like the bees will leave the place very soon.